Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Women with Vision and Purpose. See, already starting off, y'all, but this is live. I love it. Welcome to Women with Vision and Purpose, Becoming the Woman of Your Dreams podcast and web series. This month, we are focused on financial literacy, and I have been calling on close family and friends, associates to help bring financial literacy to us this month. I have special guests on tonight, Jessica Bullard. Jessica, say hello to our viewers.
Hi everyone.
Yes, y'all. Jessica is a Houstonian. Her and I have been friends. Started out as my ex-manager back a long time ago when I was in high school, and we just developed a great relationship. I have her on here today because I want her to just share her information in regards to what it means to be financially fit. But we're definitely going to start off with an icebreaker. Jessica, let us know, what is your favorite movie and why?
So good. So my favorite movie, like I can watch it anytime it's on, is Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I know it's kind of weird, but the reason why I love that movie so much is because, sometimes in life we get thrown things, right? And something may happen and make it seem like, you at the bottom, like you never gonna make it out. But it's just crazy to me how they persevered through being falsely accused of murdering someone, and then they were able to still excel in life after the fact. Like they didn't give up. I think that's the biggest part of that movie that I love. They never gave up. And so to me, it just resonates with me because I'm a big believer in never giving up. So.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, that you break that down, that was the whole concept of the movie. But my favorite part is, you want your cornbread? Yes, he wanted his cornbread.
Yeah, he wanted it, and that, even that scene, you know what I'm saying? It just really showed like the fighter in him. Yeah. Like, no, you're not gonna make me bow down by my cornbread. I'm keeping my cornbread. You get your own, you work for your own. So, it's so many things to be learned through that movie. I just love that movie. And not only that, it's hilarious too. So
absolutely. You got two. You have Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
Like, yes, it's a win-win there.
Yes.
So Jessica, I want to go ahead and get into this. I want you to let our viewers know, who is Jessica Bullard?
Who is Jessica Bullard? So Jessica Bullard is a girl who was raised on the north side of Houston by a single mom who supported me and my two siblings being an entrepreneur. And she didn't have the college education or, the financial literacy that she needed to really make that business boom, but she provided for us with that. So who is Jessica Bullard now? Through that experience, Jessica Bullard now is a person who is a wife. I'm a mother, of course. But who I am now is somebody who really seek to have that knowledge to help women like I see my mom was, like working, trying to build a business and be an entrepreneur. And she gave that to me and my siblings, but she didn't have the knowledge that she needed. And so me now, I'm an accountant. I'm pursuing my CPA license. So all of that thing, I'm, launching businesses. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a friend. I'm a confidant. So Jessica Bullard is a lot. I don't think we even have time to go into it, but a lot of things that plays a part in who I am is what my mom instilled in us, whether she knew it or she didn't. What she instilled in us by being a hard worker and being an entrepreneur, Black single woman raising kids. So that's who Jessica Bullard is.
Yes, thank you for sharing that information. And Jessica is all of those things. I like to call Jessica, she is the budget nista. Like, it has to be in the budget, or she makes a budget for it. Like, there's no in between, and I love that about you. I love that about you. I was like, she's like, I gotta check my budget first. I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
But as we continue to talk and develop and grow, I think it's very important that we share our information, our knowledge with others. One, who don't know, or two, I have learned people just don't learn from the same type of individuals.
Right.
You know, somebody may be teaching the exact same thing, but they would not learn it from that person for whatever reason. And they go over here and we could be saying the same thing, but they understand it from us. So
Yes.
that's exactly what we're doing on Becoming the Woman of Your Dreams, announcing who we are, proclaiming who God has called us to be, and sharing knowledge and
Yeah.
networking, all the above.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's awesome. It's powerful, you know. And this platform, Shakita, is amazing. You know, I just think about like seeing women in business for years. And, you know, it's easy to get a group of women together when you're already blossomed and out the shell and you don't blew up. Everybody want to be around when it's the blow up time. But
Mm-hmm.
your platform to me really resonates because it's in there in the trenches with these women, you know, that is trying to build and networking with these same type of women and seeing people who have built and got to the place that they want to be. And so to me, this whole platform is amazing because we get to see and witness the work that goes into being an entrepreneur, a Black woman entrepreneur, a woman of color entrepreneur in the trenches. We get to see that manifest itself. We don't
That's
just
right.
see the manifestation, we see it manifest itself and the work that goes into it. So I have to give it to you, sis. It's amazing. Your platform is amazing. I've told you this several times, and I
You about to get
just
me start crying?
can't tell you enough how amazing it is. Because, you know, seeing somebody in the trenches doing the work and them, you being able to witness their story, it's a whole nother aspect, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. You know, I thank you for that really because going back to where it all started in 2017, I was in a very, no one knew because I was working, I was going to church, I was attending this, I was showing up for that, but I was in a bad place mentally where I was fighting depression, paycheck to paycheck, just negative to negative, being out. It's just things that were just like, yo, you got to get out of this
Right.
rut. And I was like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to do it with? Who's going to help me? And God gave me the vision to start Women with Vision and Purpose, just with dream boards, because it all started with the scripture Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision
Write
and
the
make it
vision and make
plain.
it plain.
That's it. So I start building my dreams on paper. And I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who wants this, need this, or have a desire to do this. So I created in my mother's living room with 7 women. And then after that, it keeps cultivating to something way bigger than me.
Yes.
So I appreciate everyone who knows me and knows like the grit that I carry and be able to like honestly back up Women with Vision and Purpose. That means a lot to me
Yes.
because that's my baby. It started in a rough place, but I know it's gonna be beyond what I can imagine. And what you said, giving my people their flowers now. Why should we have
Yes.
to wait?
Yes.
You know, somebody had to step up on a platform and do this because I needed it for myself.
Why not you though, sis? Why not
Hello.
you? Why not
Yes,
you?
I have learned that. I was like, you
Yes.
know what? Okay, it is me to do this task and to do it boldly in the Lord and just to
Trust in
create.
him.
Yes, period,
Trust in
all the
him.
way. Because
Yeah.
literally, I was like, "What I'm doing? I really don't know what I
You
be
don't.
doing.
You don't.
I just get it, work it. How he tell me to pull call, who he tell me to call, and put it together. I use my resources.
That's right. That's
I
what we're
use
gonna
my
talk about tonight. Using those resources, girl.
yes. So you know what? Okay, we're gonna keep going on and on. So let me get back to the topic here. So I know you have. So this is a question: have you attended Women with Vision and Purpose event before?
I have. So my first, well, not really first. I was part of your photo shoot when you
Yes.
launched your website and your big marketing for Women's with Vision and Purpose. And then I attended your I Am Woman conference in 2021.
Yes.
That was amazing. And I told you then, amazing platform, right? And then, of course, I did the Mimosas with Brunch last year. I didn't make
Yes.
it this year. I'm in the trenches with my CPA journey.
Hey.
But I will be live in effect next year for sure. But last year was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. And you know what? It gets better and it's growing. There's different things that's happening. I'm gonna jump the gun, you know. kind of for October. Like we are hosting a Women in Business Expo.
Expo.
It is for women, all nationality, from Cali to Georgia, upstate, down, wherever. If you could get to Houston, come to Houston, because I want to be able to create a platform for women in business who are just starting out. There's a lot of things that I may not know how to do, but there's one thing I know I'm good at, and that's connecting people.
That's right.
You
That's
know, I
right.
know that's my God given talent. So just be in the room and connect with who you need to connect with. I was super excited about that. And I'm on a high from Mimosa and Brunch. It was so different this year. It showed, how can I say it? Elevation and growth in myself.
Yes.
Just how it all cultivated, came together. So I'm happy about that. So make sure y'all check it out next year.
Yeah. Well, since
Yes.
every year, I think your first annual mimosas and brunch was last year. So,
Yes.
it got to be every year. It's gonna be better and better, and the experience is just gonna keep going higher and higher and higher. And that's the amazing part about your platform, is that you get to see the growth. That goes back to what I just said, right?
Yes.
The growth, like it's just like you watching your kid grow up. Right? What is it if you come in your kid's life when they're 18 and they're walking out the door, getting ready to get out on their own, right?
Mhm.
You seeing that baby or that girl grow up, and the
Yes.
stages that it go through and the
Yes.
elevations that it take, it's a powerful thing.
Absolutely. Yes. No, I thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's
Yeah.
going to get better and better. And I'm just going to claim it publicly, because I already claimed it privately and pray for it, that Women with Vision and Purpose will be the number one
Number one.
networking platform for women.
Yes,
When it's
ma'am.
going to happen, I don't know, but I know it's going to
It's
happen.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yes. So, next, Jessica, when did you realize you were becoming the woman of your dreams?
So, you know, it's really crazy because I was in my background, in the hospitality industry, working my way up through corporate management, running businesses, millions of dollars businesses for other people, right?
Mhm.
And you would think, oh, this girl know what's going on, and actually I didn't, because at the end of the day, I'm helping and investing my time into others' business to bloom, and I needed to invest that time in myself. So throughout the years, I'm an adult learner. I went to college after I started having my children. I started when I was out of high school, but I stopped in life, and I did life, and I got married, and I had kids, and I raised my kids, and all at the same time, I'm working and running these businesses, and so I think really when I really discovered that I was becoming the woman of my dreams is when I graduated, when I got done with my college degree, right?
Okay.
Because it was a journey for me, because I did it the way that I did. And I don't take it back and I don't regret it, right? Because I have my beautiful husband and my kids to show for it. And the
Mhm.
support that they lent me is unimaginable, right? But I think when I got my degree in accounting, after all of those years of working, managing businesses, raising my family, doing what I had to do, the fact that I could still get done with school and still manage to do what I had to do to attain the dream that I had when I graduated in high school.
Wow.
I think that's the part for me that made me realize I was becoming the woman of my dreams. Like I just walked out, like my next to last managing job that I was running, and it was a very high volume business, and I had never been in that position before, but I knew that that's not what I wanted to continue to do. I wanted to do something different. And so
Mhm.
what I did, I just left. I didn't give a notice. I didn't have a plan. I didn't do none of that. You know what I did? I left and I went home. And I stayed home for a year so that I can focus on getting done with school. I had never
I
done
remember
that.
that. I
I had
remember that.
never done that. I had never done that. And I think I kind of drove myself crazy and my husband crazy at the same time, because I didn't know what I was going to do. All I know is I needed to get done with school, right?
Mhm.
So I did that. And it was it was a low point for me, because I was trying to figure it all out. But it was a time for me to connect with God and to
Mhm.
help him to let me know I got you.
Right.
You the planner. You make sure you got A, B, C, and D, but my plan better than A, B, C, and D, right?
Hello.
So that was the time where I was like, okay, I had to find myself again, because again, I've been working all these years, putting my energy into other people's business, putting my energy into developing other people to build other people's business, right? And then I'm left like, okay, I'm not even where I'm trying to be.
Right.
So I had to make a decision. I was at a crossroads, and that's the decision that I made. And when I got done with my degree in 2021, it was like the proudest moment for me because I had overcame all of that, all of that.
Right.
So I want to say, really, becoming a woman in my dream is when I got my degree.
You know what? I hear the passion in your voice. I hear you holding them tears back.
Yes, because it was
But
so hard, Keita, and and to get out, and I knew I wanted to become a CPA, and so when I submitted all my transcripts to the state of
mhm,
Texas, and I realized how close I was to being
mm,
able to qualify to sit, it was crazy. It was amazing to me, and that's the point where I could say this was God's plan, right? That's the reason why I left. I was done because I knew God knew that I wasn't going to be able to do that and get to where He wanted me to go. And so when I got out and I only needed 3 classes, four more classes, girl, I knocked those classes out during busy season in public accounting in like
yeah.
6 months, right? At the same time, I'm building a home, I'm relocating my family. It was just crazy. But again, God had me. He told me that, right?
Yes, he
So it
did.
was His plan, not mine. So His timing, not mine. So through all of that, that's when I realized I was becoming a woman of my dreams and who God wanted and destined me to be, right? So
That's right. And when you get to that place when you have accepted who you are, who you accepted what you're called here to do, it doesn't excuse you from life, but it does make it a tad bit easier because you
yes.
stop fighting against God's will for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to that crossroad, it's an awakening. It really
Yeah,
is. It's
most
an
definitely.
awakening. It's an awakening. So I'm thank you for sharing that information with us. And I remember when that happened when you left and you was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
But
just so not in my character, not to know what I'm doing. From me. If I ain't got it figured out, it's
right.
something.
But you know what? That's where God had to show you His strength, and that, like you said, that He had you, not you had yourself, or you carrying everything. That He was actually carrying you. Well,
Yes.
that's amazing. I hope someone was blessed from that. We get to a point, even like yesterday. I try to be as transparent, and coming onto here on social media, like I was like scared. I was like, Shakita, you can't be scared. You got something to like you, got something to hate you, and that just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So worry about the love, or
The
don't worry about the
love.
hate.
You
Worry
gotta
about the
focus on
love.
the positive things.
Yes.
What you getting out of it opposed to what you're not getting. It's fine. It's okay. If you ain't getting it, you don't need it anyway.
That means look, I'm not for you. You not for me. That's just the way
That's
it is.
it. That's it.
But yesterday, Jessica, was such. I don't. For some reason, it was a good day. I woke up. Then yesterday, twisted all up to 5 o'clock, like because I'm at work thinking about my business.
Right.
I'm asleep thinking about my business. I'm picking up Cassie thinking about my business. I'm doing this with you thinking about my business. So
Yeah.
like, okay, God, like I crashed last night. I was like, you know what, Shakita, you have to reset sometimes because
Yes.
I'm such an overachiever and like I gotta do it, but I'm learning that, sometimes you have to slow down,
Yeah.
take a break, knowing that it's okay, regroup. God got you. Like, even before coming on here, God is able. I sung it last week, I sung it again today. And it's just to encourage me to come on here so God can be filled within me. Because I know that it's not easy coming on here. You and I talked about, I'm nervous. You say you're nervous. I'm
Yeah,
nervous.
I'm not
I'm
a public
always nervous.
speaker by no means. I was like, Shakita, I don't know. I'm nervous now. I'm behind the scenes.
Same here, but once it feels good because one, you and I have a genuine connection. We're friends first, and then it's just like it makes it easy. So again, I appreciate you taking time out to be on here
Yes.
tonight to
I'm
share
more
your
than
story.
honored. I'm more than honored that you asked me. Anything you ask me to do, even if I'm scared, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. And if I can't, I'm gonna tell you, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that this time.
No, but you did amazing. So I'm gonna go into the next question here. What does legacy building look like for you and your family?
Legacy building for me is, first of all, let me just say this. Times have changed. I think in our culture, in our country, for minority people, people who haven't been given the best opportunities from the jump. I feel like, we're at a place now where we have knowledge that we need to pass on. My mom didn't have financial literacy knowledge to give me, right? Or to give my sister or my brother. And I feel like at this point, what it looks like for me building my family with my children, I talk about my daughter about investing. I talk to my daughter about saving. I talk to my daughter about money and how to spend her money and how to make decisions on how she spend her money, right? I'm big on that. I'm huge on that. And she'll tell you, I think we were just having a discussion right before I got on here, she want me to get her hair done. No, that's not how it's going to work. What are we doing to work? And then let's talk about how much are you paying for your hair? Is it work? I mean, dealing with me, they be like, oh, mom.
So technical.
Yeah, but it's fine because guess what? When they get older, they're going to have financial knowledge on what's important, what's not. And just because you can buy it don't mean you can afford it and all of that good little stuff that I'm trying to instill in them. And I think legacy building for me is teaching my children that, communicating that. And even if my parents or my mom's parents knew it, they didn't communicate it with their kids because a lot of people get caught up in raising their kids to be their kids, right? But you got to understand, you're raising them to be adults.
Absolutely.
Because they're never going to stay just your kids. You're not going to be there. You have to raise them to live without you. Absolutely. Right? Because it's going to be that way. That's the natural order of life, right?
Absolutely.
So legacy building for me is leaving my children with the knowledge they need to manage whatever I have to leave for them, right? To be able to manage that and to build their own. And to build their own for their children, and so forth and so on. And so to me, that's legacy building.
No, that's awesome. I agree with you. As of now, in the stages of becoming, like, I shared this with my very close immediate circle. Like, my baby is 13 right now. I got about maybe 7 more years before the world is pulling at her, which it is. And it's like, I have to make sure that I'm learning right now, learning new stuff. So guess what? She's learning with me. Like, you know what? I'm not going to wait till I've done it, did it. And no, you are learning with me while we could grow together. And she's being stretched. Our relationship is being stretched and it's growing. I'm getting nervous. I was just like, but my sole focus is to make sure, like you said, that I raise her for the world.
That's right.
Not just for me, for the people out there, and even the people in, like, you still have to be your own individual person.
Right. 100%.
Yes. So who has inspired you over the years? And I put that who or what has inspired you over the years.
So the biggest who for me that have inspired me is my mother, right? So I talk about that all the time. I started out with that, talking about my mom. My mom was a army kid. She was raised by her parents. My mother didn't really teach her, financial literacy and things that she needed to know, and not no fault of her own. Plus, my mom lost her mom when she was young. So, and then her dad was in the army. He was traveling. He was doing this and that. So she didn't really have the knowledge to really teach us what we needed to know to be able to maneuver in this world and deal with money and go to college and, do all of these great things. She just knew she needed to get us through high school and she needed to instill some values in us and keep us in church, right? That's what she did. But the amazing part about this whole thing is she raised and took care of us off of being an entrepreneur.
Wow.
And it didn't even dawn on me that imagine if she had the tools and the knowledge and the financial literacy that we have access to now. Now we pick up our phone, we can look up anything, find out anything. I mean, talking about investing in stocks and things like that, and putting money away for college and 529 plans, that stuff is at our fingertips now. Hello? I mean, I sit on my phone and check my kids' 529, oh, I need to up that, I'm gonna pick this. That's at our fingertips now. So imagine if she She took care of us. I can't tell you the last job my mother worked on when she was raising us. I'm serious. She paid the rent, she paid the car notes, she paid the lights, she paid the water off of working for herself, right? And to me, that's amazing. A high school graduate, no kind of financial literacy, no kind of information about credit and how it work and investing and stuff. None of that. But she fed me, my brother, and my sister by herself, right? With working for herself. So imagine if she had the knowledge and the knowledge at the fingertips like we have today. Imagine where she would be, right? And no, she's not on the Fortune 500 list, but she provided for us alone. And so to me, that's inspiring, right? Absolutely. So if she could do it, why with the knowledge we have access to, why we can't do it?
Yeah, that's how I was thinking. I said she done it all this time. It shows us that you can.
Yeah,
you can. And, I have to tell myself this also, Shakita, you can. Yeah. And it's not that you can, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
You're doing it.
You're doing it. You're manifesting it. It's manifesting right in your face.
Come on, now I wouldn't go to it, but since you brought it up, tell me, what was your award name back in 2021?
Oh, Manifest Queen.
Yes, spoke it, come to life. Yes, we got to believe in ourselves, and like you said, the resources, tap into your resources. Just like you're looking for them, they're looking for you. I'm gonna say that again because I was like, you know what, the money is there.
It's there.
I'm looking for it just as much as it's looking for me.
Right.
But then, are you in position? Do you have a structure? And you know what? That's what basic life goes to too, as well. Your structure, and then what are you working towards? But finances is everything. Me learning now and trying to have a better relationship with money. Like you need money, girl.
You need it. Everybody need everybody. Look, it make our world go round, right? And
yes,
it's just crazy how what do you make? You have to make it work for you.
Okay. Now you speak in my language because I was like, you know what? Money does make the world go round. We all need it, but then being an entrepreneur, that shows grit, and it shows that I want to get a piece of that because it's out there. I'm going to insert myself into that ecosystem.
That's right.
And figure out how I could get some of that money for me and my family to have a better life.
That's right.
And when you know better, you do better.
You know better, you do better.
Yes. So you have shared a lot with us about who inspired you. We know that your mom, and I have the pleasure to know your mom, and she is a stand-up woman. She works very hard. And she raised some wonderful kids. And I know you, your sister, and your brother. So it is nice that I got to see you all through stages of life. We're gonna go into next. So what does financial literacy means to you?
So financial literacy to me is going to go back into what we just talking about. Basically understanding how money works, right? And understanding how to apply the resources that you have in order to achieve financial freedom. And what I mean by financial freedom, I'm not saying you don't owe anybody. Financial freedom is whatever it means to you. If it means getting your kid through college with no debt, that's financial freedom for you, right? If it means you paying off your mortgage 15 years earlier or 12 years earlier, that's financial freedom for you. So to me, financial literacy is just basically understanding how to utilize the resources that you have. And you don't have to be a trillionaire or a billionaire, but what you have, being able to manage it and being able to understand and make it work for you. Make it work for you and put your resources where it will work for you, not where it's going to lay dormant and not work for you. So that's what financial literacy is to me.
Yes, that's amazing. As you were talking, and I know you are an accountant in public accounting, and you deal with large numbers and manage large numbers and budget large numbers. Like, how is it mind-blowing to see those numbers and actually manage and structure a business to get from point A to point B? Like, what have you learned through those years that you now do for you and your family, if that makes sense.
So mind blowing. So just to see, the resources that people have and to understand that it started somewhere, right? So I'm in public accounting, and I work in private client services. So anything that if you don't know anything about private client services, is basically I manage and deal with high net worth individuals, meaning uh, rich people who have businesses that have established businesses, and we're doing their financials for them, and we're preparing financial statements for their tax filings and all of this other kind of stuff. So basically what I'm saying is it's not a company that I'm totally looking at. I get to see baby companies that people have come in and invested money into a company, and we see it grow over the years. We can see their financials over the years, the growth. So to me, it's mind blowing to know, and also to just make me realize, like, yo, it can be done. Like, even right now they might have came in and invested $300,000, but now I'm managing millions of dollars on their balance sheet. So it's being able to see that, it's easy for someone to tell you, but to be able to see it on the day in and day out. And not only that, I get to deal with these people and talk to these people and just get to know them and network with them as well, because they're my clients. So we have client meetings. I have a client that I've been working on for the last couple of years. And it's amazing because he's been trying to open up a hotel in California. Wow. And so, I get to see, he just now, it's been a couple of years, he's been going through the process, getting permitted, getting billed, all of that stuff. But to see the smile on his face because he's finally able to open, it's amazing. Absolutely. And the fact that he only started out with this much money, and to see now I get to see how his business is about to grow with his hotel being open, right?
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. So I think I'm in a position whereas I really get to witness this kind of stuff. So I know that it's real. And it's easy for people to tell you stories, but when you get to witness it, that gives you it really sits on your mental to let you know that it's real. So
absolutely, that's good. Yes, and even structuring, making sure that your family is financially fit, and be able to do the things that you all do and have a good future. Provide, each generation always helps the next generation get to the next level.
Yes.
So what you saw in your kids and help them, you gave them all the resources, the tools. They're gonna be able to have resources at their fingertips, not one knowledge, and understanding, like, hey, no, I know this can work for me, and I've seen it work in my household. So that's a blessing that you are able to do that, because guess what? And I'm thinking about my daughter. She has someone on her level that, hey, you have a community of people. And that's what I tell Cassie now. I'm like, look, you ain't got to do everything.
No.
But you got to have people around that do something,
That part. And it's so crazy that you say that, because I raised Tiara like that. My daughter's closer to being gone than yours. She's 16. And I'm be honest, she's an entrepreneur. My daughter don't want to work. She'll work for you, but she always got something else going on. My daughter, she is an entrepreneur at heart, right?
Right.
So I always tell her, you gonna have people around you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. But you got to know something about everything now. You can't just be like, oh, I'm the business owner. No, you got to have some knowledge about everything that's going on with your business, because that's your baby. That's your business. Right. Like you said earlier,
Right.
And I think that's so super important with this new generation, because they have the understanding now of being able to work for themselves and manifest things and being entrepreneurs. Like I see this next generation doing that, right?
Yes.
But you gotta have the knowledge of finances to be able to deal and make sure you stay successful. That's right. So important.
And networking. You cannot underestimate networking. Networking is such a vital thing.
It is.
Because you just never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're gonna need when you need them, and vice versa. So and that's like make sure you are a resource report person as well.
Exactly.
And it just makes the system a lot better.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So Jessica, what are your future plans and events happening? Please share whatever you would like to share when it comes to that.
So my future plans. So Right now, as I mentioned, I'm in the process of obtaining my CPA license. I'm actively sitting for the 4 sections of the CPA exam in the state of Texas. So
Whoop,
you guys just keep me
whoop.
in your prayers. So once that happens, with the time constraint, I am going to relaunch my accounting business, as well as I will be partnering with Brand New Marketing to launch 2 more business coming your way very soon. Now I'm passionate about numbers, but I love to keep my creative juices flowing, right? So in 2024, I'll be launching a online home boutique as
Yes,
well as interior design consultation and consulting business. So that's coming to the near future. Like I said, I'll be partnering with Brand New to get that platform going.
yes, ma'am.
But most definitely, that's what's happening. I'm going to relaunch my accounting firm. Keeping Stable Accounting will be live in effect. So you
Yes,
come to me with all your financial needs. I'll be doing business formations, tax filings, gift taxing, all kind of anything you need. Basic bookkeeping, accounting. I'll be a one-stop shop for sure.
absolutely.
Um,
That is great.
so yeah, that's what's coming your way from Miss Jessica.
Yes, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be a part of that as well. So you know what? Speaking of brand new marketing, Jessica, I shared with you before we got on here, but I want to share this with you again live. That brand new marketing is women with vision and purpose marketing consultation, business partner. They do all the graphics for women with vision and purpose. And we have the opportunity to bring forth our latest magazine
Ooh.
that I am super excited about. You know, this magazine was put together for women in business, women sharing their testimonies, sharing who they are in business, sharing their stories. I have a young lady in the name here by Zita Michelle who is sharing her becoming story. It's a must read. And you know what? I'm so grateful for the connections, the resources. And you know what? When you support women with vision, you support the vision that
Yes,
God has
please.
given me to put out here and
Yes.
how to connect us with one another, how to build resources, how to get us financially free. And you know what? So a man think it, so is he. And it all
Yes.
starts here. You know what? Looking and putting on events and looking at the dollar amount. Yes, it has to make sense, but let me tell you, God come through every time.
Every time.
Every
Every time.
time.
Amazing.
So y'all support the vision. I really want people to, and this is a part of me why I'm out here now in video content because I've been hearing this for about 2 years now. Shakita, the people need to see who you are. They need to see who's behind Women with Vision and Purpose. They need to hear your story. So here I am.
There you are.
And guess what? I'm not doing it alone.
Nope.
I'm doing it with women in business, family, and friends. So I'm so grateful. And y'all, Jessica has came on here tonight as a special guest. I thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for letting others know who you are. Because you know what? When keeping it stable is open and ready, guess what? There's one thing that I've learned. People do business with people they trust,
Yeah.
you know. And being on here tonight, the women with vision community, you had a chance to see who Jessica is, kind of hear her story, where she's been through, and but you know where she's going, what does she know. So y'all, she's about her business, she loves numbers, she loves helping. And again, thank you for being with us on tonight. If you have any other closing comments you could share, but then that will be the end of our live broadcast, episode 10 or 11, I can't remember, but we
Ooh,
it's
yes.
going, it's going. I'm
Yes.
so excited.
Super, super. I really thank you, sis, for having me tonight. It's just like us chatting like we do. You know, we get together, we
Absolutely.
talk about business, we talk about everything. So I really thank you for having me tonight. It's amazing. I can't tell you enough. The platform is amazing. Chiquita is an amazing marketing company. I mean, her work is impeccable. So be sure if you have a business, you need a launch, you need some marketing done, she's your girl. Like, don't be pitter paddling with nobody else. She is your girl. You're going to get top notch design. I mean, she did my logo for my business. I've seen other work she's done for other businesses. It's amazing. And then just this platform is amazing. I just want to thank you for having me tonight. I really enjoyed it. I know you're gonna do well. I know it's going to excel. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be for the rest of the month and next month, and what's your topics for next month.
Yeah,
So
yes,
I'll be tuning in.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. So you know what? Next week we'll have Miss Lakeisha Bradley on, who's a tax professional, and then on the 26th we'll have Tessa Betterway, who's a financial advisor. So make sure y'all tune in. And then for the month of May, I'm always working. We are going to be talking about mental health.
Oh, awesome.
You know,
very important.
Yeah, so we'll be digging deep into mental health, women in business, women in ministry. And I have a top notch timeline again. So I'm super excited. Y'all
That's exciting.
What'd you say?
That's exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It really is. Because you know what? I'm learning. I'm learning so much, and I'm doing it openly, and I'm just proud to be able to do this and share what I'm doing with you all. And you know, this is legacy building to me, Jessica.
It is.
Me
absolutely
putting out this content for my daughter, for the next generation, for people who didn't have or don't have the resources, don't know where to look, and they have this content here. So thank you for being a part of the content creation.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. I'm really honored. Seriously.
Yes, thank you. So y'all tune in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Women with Vision and Purpose. Follow us on Instagram _WWVP. And then we're also on YouTube, becoming _WWVP. You can find out our timeline, our events, what's going on in the community on www.vp.online. Have a great night, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.